I'm excited to see some Ricky.
Yeah, I mean, me too. This hero is super hit or miss, in my opinion. I don't think I ever see a game where I'm like, oh, this Ricky did okay. Like, he either sucked or he crushed, you know?
How much roaming potential each side has in terms of the ganking is. Why? Swashbuckle, and that ends up being first blood. It's going the way of XXS.
Yeah.
Ame still very healthy, though.
What is he buying with this?
LSA connects, but limps back. Ori taking a lot of damage. TP is coming in from Baboka, but the last right click is enough from Y. So big kill for LGD here in the mid lane.
Yeah, they're getting a great angle here on Monet.
Monet inside the kinetic field. All he can do is pop that multi-shot, and it looks like, oh, okay. Gusted away, but back with the glimpse, and Monet falls to the ground as PSG.LGD get another valuable kill.
Yeah, there's no resources for LGD to hold on to this.
No, we got the searing chains. Ori's in a lot of trouble, and there's the trample onslaught combo as Jin Q able to help finish off the Lina.
I think now that we've seen the lane play out, it didn't really feel necessary. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. As we can see the jump here onto Siamese Cat. Instant disruption as Jin Q looking on the sideline for the bigger kill on Monet. Pulverize is there. They're going to be able to get the support right off the bat. The trample comes in. I think the gust actually missed here from Monet. He's going to get glimpsed back. And that is going to lead to a very valuable kill, although it goes to Y.
They have a slight gold lead, and
yes, of course.
I don't think I think this Ricky got off to a very good start, and as we've talked about, pretty polarizing hero. But with the start that he had,
to Ame, Laguna Blade to follow, but
no backup.
The trade, yeah, the Moonlight Shadow giving cover for Ori, but allows him to initiate, but nobody to follow it up with. As Y taking a lot of damage in the meantime, as the multi-shot is finishing him up from the high ground. There's the first rolling thunder of the game from XXS, but nothing to say with the remnant in a way. Now Monet has to be careful, as there are familiars just completely surrounding him. Soul Assumption is there as well, and the last right click will do it. Now the Pulverize applied to XXS. All he can do, actually mitigates a lot of damage to that shield crash, but doesn't last as long as it used to. Not able to get the stun on the Faith Beyond, but the Searing Chains is there. So 3 kills for PSG.LGD. If you're up 5K at this stage, is that like extremely good news as a Ricky? Because he hasn't been involved at all. So I feel like this is just going to get amplified now as he starts to actually show up in these fights. As Siamese Cat looks like he's got to self-disrupt.
Good arrow.
Sassy wants to go for the roll. Faking it out here a bit. There's nothing to say. Does finish off Siamese Cat with that last slide fist, but away he goes as PSG.LGD.
Oh, they got
very
the glimpse.
confident. Big glimpse into the Static Storm and Pulverize. No chance for XXS as he does not have his shard. Obviously, that is going to be the big counter to that.
So what they do is they poke and force out the Pango roll, and then they just disengage. And now that it's on cooldown,
no
they can go.
BKB or his Soul Assumption is there. Smoke screen as well. He's done. Monet gets a pretty good multi-shot, but this is going the way of PSG.LGD for sure. 2-0 to start it. And nothing to say is not done here quite yet. Gets the Searing Chains up, but the Disruption's going to delay this just for a little bit. Faith Beyond continuing with his familiars, but Monet just ticking down ever so slowly. Another gust, but there's the Blink Strike from Ame. Double kill for him. Tricks of the trade, but Blink Strike back into the fray, and that's a 4th kill going the way of LGD, and this should be a free Roche as well.
Direction you can find in the game, it's just terrifying. I mean, look at nothing to say.
XXS, he's trying to get up. His Rolling Thunder, he does.
Nice
if he just attempts to TP away, I doubt they will try to fight this. But Jin Q takes a Demonic Purge. Siamese Cat's dead.
Yeah, this tower's lost now because you don't have Pango. This is an interesting rune to take on, not Ricky, Shannon. You could take it on
But the voice line is so rare.
That's true. It is a good voice line.
Trying to walk away here. Onslaught. Oh, he does see him, but gets gusted. But the glimpse back, that was just enough into the Static Storm. Trample as well, but Ori pops the BKB, gets the LSA to be able to cancel it. They do get the kill onto the Primal Beast, but there's a disruption to save Monet, but not for long enough. Down goes the Drow again. Demonic Person had nothing to say, and his Remnant's going to be really slow as a result, but he has the cover of his teammates. Shadow Demon dead. Ori basically out of mana, and that means they can now initiate, but the Moonlight Shadow giving him cover.
It's running out now.
From XXS. Nice blink onto 2 heroes. Here comes a nice Starstorm as well. Nothing to say. Gets stunned again. Do they have enough? They do. Big kill for Aster. Need to get more out of this, though. Swashbuckle on the Y, but now they're going to control XXS as he is within arm's reach of the Ricky and the smoke screen. And down he goes. So it ends up being a 4-for-2. And the age is still intact.
But Jinku's role in this game is more of a controlling nature than a killing one. So he's just going to charge in, mess up the fight, make space.
Oh, LSA connects. Laguna Blade as well. Static Storm just for defensive measure, but it's not enough. Nothing to say is dead. Does have the buyback. Not sure if he wants to use it in this engagement. It looks like they're going to lose their Primal Beast as well.
Okay.
Nice setup there by Aster, baiting the rune.
That ward. Value.
Rolling Thunder, and then you just shard on top of them.
Oh, speaking of which.
Yep, that's going to be the deletion of XXS. LGD want to fight immediately. Shadow Demon's going to get... Oh, nice disruption on self, so it's going to cancel the glimpse, but he still will have to cancel his own life. And this could lead to Roche. Sleep Dart into
Meteor Hammer,
right?
yeah.
I don't think we're going to be seeing that, just going out
Yeah, I don't think so here.
Oh, the Gust coming out. XXS gets the Blink Dagger off. Visage is taking a lot of damage. It's going to be enough to actually get beautiful rolls coming out from XXS. They take him out 2-0 to start this fight. But Ori, stuck inside of no man's land, he gets brought down to his knees. Buyback coming out of the Disruptor now, but look, the heroes from PSG.LGD are very low. They're going to lose the Aegis pretty much right off the bat as well. Now he's surrounded, pops the BKB, trying to focus down the Shadow Demon. The Disruption comes out, but nope, not going to be enough. Nothing to say with the Sleight of Fist. Double kill for Ame. So PSG.LGD, I mean, I don't even know who won that fight. There was a buyback coming out.
I don't know. Not sure if Axie put that purchase.
Well, Aster do have their first 4 staff now, outside of Monet, of course.
They don't have Moonlight, so are they going to be spotted here? There's Glimpse.
Yep, the Glimpse back. Probably. Monet, he's going to get disrupted, so doesn't need to pop it, but the Mirana is going to die for her sins. Monet pops the BKB inside that Static Storm. There's nothing to say. He's getting melted inside. Gets off the Sleight of Fist and able to remnant away. And now Ame trying to focus on Monet, but has to reset. Buyback coming out of the Shadow Demon, as it looks like Jin Q falls to XXS. And the fight ends up resetting here. 6K lead for PSG.LGD.
What he paid, right? Because he gets the refund, so.
Very true. XXS gets off a nice Rolling Thunder, trying to control the Disruptor. Only gets the 1 stun, though, as Monet pops the BKB, but there's nothing to say. He's all alone here on the high ground. Gets off the Sleight of Fist, and the Remnant's able to buy enough distance to live. And a Rolling Thunder continuing to go for XXS. Ame able to get the tricks of the trade off onto the low ground with the Blink Strike. They've lost their Primal Beast.
Another great Rolling Thunder once again from XXS. Just took Disruptor out of the fight from the beginning.
Ori trying to delete the Disruptor. 1 right click away. They will find him. It looks like the force after ends. The Shadow Demon gets to the Disruption just in time. And nothing to say melts. Ame gets the Blink Strike off. Make it 2 now as Faith Beyond kind of stuck. I believe he used the Shard here to keep himself alive for the time being. That's going to set up a potential stun from the LSA. Now the right clicks come, and that should be more than enough damage for Aster to eat through 2 cores for PSG.LGD. That's true.
And for pro games to go 60 minutes so you can talk about your items.
That's right.
And I think in all the time we've cast together, it's happened once.
Moonlight Shadow. Faith Beyond.
Another good Rolling Thunder.
Finds Ame, LSA, and the Laguna Blade. He's dead. No buyback at all as Ori. His right clicks are not something you can ignore. They are able to find the Mirana, though, so it's a 1-for-1. But again, much more value kill coming out from Aster.
Kind of team fight impact, right? It's a lot harder for Disruptor to find the place that he wants without using an offensive glimpse. And as we've seen time and time again, he's been struggling to even get to play his hero. Maybe in the base, and with the Axe, they can, okay, they're going to sleep into the Storm.
Yep, Static Storm is there. Blink Strike as well, the BKBs, but Disruption buys a lot of time, and he's A-okay as Ori, he's going to get the instant kill onto nothing to say, who does not have buyback. And now they're going to turn this around onto the Primal Beast. This looks like the beginning of the end of game number 1 as Aster has come back with a vengeance. They were down big time early, but ever since the Blink Dagger came from XXS, as the GGs come out, it was just one-sided. Just a crazy game.
Isn't it kind of ironic how we're talking about how Ricky either snowballs or gets crushed, and in this game he did both?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. What if we just have amazing scaling? So instead of a Visage off lane, they now have the Enigma, and now they have a Terrorblade safe lane instead of the Ricky. So are a very, very experienced squad that have been in positions like this before. Oh, actually on. Pretty good damage down bottom onto XXS. He needs to hit a spear.
First blood goes the way of Y.
Never even went for the spear, just held it and ends up getting killed. The energy booster here is definitely one of the more, it's one of the more expensive routes. Kind of costs the same as phase boots, but the idea of phase is that you buy it in smaller portion and...
Oh, Laguna Blade mid lane.
All right.
Y takes a tumble, so that's the first kill going the way of Aster in this game.
On Aster's side to really deal with him. And he's not the only problem. Like, let's say you do kill him off, you still have to worry about the Terrorblade and the Kump in the fight.
The X with the boat coming, TP's coming for Ori. Boat's going to connect, though. Toss on top of the cookie, and Ori looks like he's going to live through this, and now comes the arena from XXX. Great rotation as Y is going to take the first damage here, and it looks like the Tiny will be next. Double kill for Baboka. Extremely good TP coordination here from Aster, and they might even take the tier 1 tower on top.
It's like you're right. There's nobody rotating. Now they're teething in.
Too late for the tower, and yeah, Jin-Q not really going to provide too much. And what do people typically go after in Ags these days on the gyros? They have to hold that thought. The spear coming in, the boat not going to connect as a result. Arrow connects on top, LSA and the Laguna Blade, but nothing to say is still alive. That Rum is very powerful indeed. The Starstorm coming, he's still staying alive. Finally drops after seemingly forever, and Ori limping away with just a sliver of HP, still the BKB available, but looks like he's going to be fine. His Faith Beyond obviously not with any kind of mobility as of yet.
You can get like arrowed from the flank. You can get caught by a Mars Blink Spear. Yeah, but they do make the right read there that it is playable there.
Got the X-Boat combo again. Moonlight Shadow though. Torrent does connect. Are they doing this invisibly? No, they have the Sentry there. Yep.
And learn something new.
Siamese Cat, if he would tank this gank, I think Aster would be very fine with this exchange. He's going to have to use the War Cry. X coming out though. Avalanche not really going to connect, but still, this is for a support Sven. Spear coming out, does connect onto Jin-Q in the meantime. Wraith Pact is popped as Monet. Looks like they're going to get the kill onto Jin-Q first. And now a nice arena coming out. Do they have the follow-up? Black Hole is used only on the Mars for now, but the right clicks from Ori are starting to do a fierce amount of damage. Nothing to say, has to BKB TP. Doesn't even want to bother finishing up the support Sven. Now Ame being chased, homing missile on the way, but the buyback from Snapfire.
Great counterplay.
Well, we have the Avatos, and will they? Okay,
this time
Siamese Cat dies. It's just about a minute later than anticipated. Looks like they'll dodge most of it here. Vision now, yeah, Faith Beyond might take the brunt here. Arrow coming, not even needed. But spawns. Counter initiation. Jin-Q gets a nice toss-up, but that's the BKB from Monet used defensively. Buyback down to Faith Beyond. Doesn't have any way to get inside the battle easily, though. Oh, nothing to say. Jumps really deep in. Pops the BKB for himself.
He's just diving him.
Absolutely, he wants to fight. Gets off the Torrent as well as the ship. Trying to focus down Monet. He's going to be close. He's getting very low. Still the focus continues, but nothing to say. He's also taking all the damage. He's out so far, and he's dead. And Faith Beyond, he dies as well. That's a dieback for him. Now the toss back from Jin-Q. Can they get the Lina? Ori, they need to get something out of this. Little Shredder is enough. It's going to cost Y his life, but certainly worth it. But now Ame, he's only here with Jin-Q. And they do enough to take him out here. He's trying to get kited here, but there's the Avatos from Jin-Q. Spear out. Ame with a sliver of HP. They find the gyro finally, as XXS has to BKB teleport away. So PSG.LGD gets something out of it eventually, but my goodness, it cost a lot.
As close to you and black holing you, he's probably not going to be the target that you get the side gunner bash on, right?
True.
So it's not really going to work, I think. Yeah, like traditionally in some games you would go like, oh, hang on, that's no time for that.
Avatos from Jin-Q. Monet already at half HP, but he's certainly fine for now. He's going to get torrented. Controlled a bit, trying to reset though. XXS getting kited by Ame, but Monet wants to go really deep. He just wants to use his Aegis. Please kill me, 10 seconds left. There's the black hole from Faith Beyond, only on one, but it's a very important one in Ori, who dies inside BKB. The right clicks are there from Ame. That's a double kill for him. And the arena comes out. Nice spear as well. Trying to focus down Ame before he can get the Sunder off. He gets tossed away. It's not going to be enough though. Double kill from Monet as he is just demolishing PSG.LGD with his Aghanim Scepter and right click build.
They were literally playing volleyball with the Terribly. They cookied him in and then they tossed him out and he couldn't control himself.
Volleyball with the demon, huh? As Monet is 3,700 into a Satanic. And actually, I didn't even realize he didn't bother finishing the Daedalus. It's just a casual Crystallis. Yep. And went for Butterfly after it.
That order, I think, was really a cool choice in this game instead of finishing the Daedalus. He will get it eventually, but the Satanic is a little bit more surprising.
Oh, Siamese Cat runs into Y. There's the arena, #1 from XXS because he has the Refresher Orb. As they're going to delete Jin-Q to start this fight, and they find the Snapfire as well. So two very important supports down for PSG.LGD. Ame, he's waiting in the wings, but they see him thanks to the Sentry. There's the Refresher Orb, has the arena, but doesn't want to use it because of the BKB. They're actually kiting him pretty well. Feels like a wasted BKB from Ame in the end, but there's the arena not quite in range, but nothing to say. Forced to pop his BKB.
Look out for the black hole here!
Much, but there's the tidal wave, bringing Monet into the black hole! Are you serious? What a combo! and Monet trying to right-click a bit, but his right-click from Ame are too much. Double kill for Ame, but Ori going to town on Faith Beyond. Ends up being a 3-for-1, but now the buybacks onto Siamese Cat. Ame has to try to reset. He's going to get the double spear with the shard. Triple kill on Ori. Nothing to say is dead. Will he get the Sunder? No. Ultra kill Ori and into the Roche pit, which doesn't have anybody in it for the next 10 seconds.
You do get the two-man black hole, but they really had to work for it. And Lina had a totally free fight because of how much of a threat the other heroes were posing. That he just ends up cleaning house. Ori now with his back-to-back Lina games has really made work with this hero, and this will be the first lane of barracks most likely. Unless this Snapfire and
Mortimer's kisses. Looks like Siamese Cat. He's burning. Aster's been doing a really good job of positioning to avoid the Sunder once the stun durations are over. So it's not been very easy for Ame at all.
He is effectively rendering Monet's neutral item kind of useless.
Well, they made Faith Beyond use his Blink Dagger already, as there's the first arena, and trying to save his teammate was Jin Q, but he's just going to die instead, and that's 2 dead with no buyback. Aster in a 5v3 commanding position in this game number 2. Faith Beyond going for the BKB Black Hole. It's just on Ori, still pretty damn good kill, but he doesn't have buyback. Monet, he's trying to go to town with the Satanic, he's able to take out Faith Beyond in turn. Ame gets the Sunder out at the last moment, but now he's completely surrounded, pinned to the barracks, and he's dead! 4 dead for PSG.LGD as GG's come out. Aster eliminate LGD from TI11.
Yeah, they were just better this game, right?
Oh yeah.
There's no need to dance around it. They were literally just better.